What's up, folks? Halftime show, man. Halftime show. Texas versus Kansas live call in halftime show. Folks, if you are wanting to call in and comment on this game with me, go into the video description and hit that link in there. Or if you go into the chat, you can hit the link that I posted in the chat. Yeah, folks. Look, man, live calling show, Texas versus Kansas. Crazy game. Crazy game, crazy game, crazy game. Bob, you said it right. Beware of Kansas. Yes. Look, man, I don't think Texas was ready for this option. I think the Quinn's been kind of playing with fire lately because he hasn't thrown any picks, but he finally threw on the day. It's not something that we were looking forward to, but it's going to happen eventually. But yeah, it's been a weird game here, a very weird game here. Texas has gotten to the red zone a few times and has not scored touchdowns. Brooks has a 60-yard run, and the team still doesn't get a touchdown. It's kind of weird for that to happen to as well. Texas is falling forward, folks, for 8 yards a carry, basically. Man, we got to take advantage of that and continue to run the ball. This is not a game where we're going to depend on Quinn to come and win this game. It's just not that kind of game. Dumb play calling at the end. Yep, exactly. I truly believe that as well. Hey, folks, if you want to dial in, hit the link in the video description. You can dial in and voice your opinion that way too. Craig says Sark is calling a shit awful game. I totally agree with. Yeah. Bone says, Nino, what do you think Sark's problem with red zone calling is? I don't know if he trusts the interior offensive line. I mean, just run the ball. I mean, Jonathan Brooks gets down there. We don't run the ball. We're trying to get too cute down there. We got put behind the chains twice. On the second drive, a pass to Worthy, which I don't think should have happened. It was behind the line of scrimmage for -6 yards. And then on the last drive, not the last drive, but the drive before last, we had the pass behind the line of scrimmage to Keelan, and it put us behind the chains on both those plays. That's getting too cute, man. We don't need to get cute. We got guys that can really play, man. Put the ball in those guys' hands. Let them go to work, man. So, look, we got to figure that out. Texas has to do better than that. We can't get cute here, man, when it comes to the play calling. 90-yard run by Brooks, 3 points. Burt misses again. Yeah, I'm very shocked at Burt missing all these field goals. This is like the second week in a row where he's done this. Hold on, folks. I'm trying to look at the TV here to make sure I get the right things on the TV. 3rd and long, and yeah, we did a draw play. But I think what they were trying to do is if they would have got enough yards, they'd have went for like on 4 for 3, 4 for 2. But look, man, I'm with you on that. I didn't like that play call either. If we're gonna do something, make it a play that's actually worthwhile. And that play was not worthwhile at all. Quinn says Sark's an idiot. No, I wouldn't say that. Leipold can coach. He's perfect fit for the style Kansas needs to play with. Yeah, and I think Texas came in kind of anticipating a different game plan. I don't think they were anticipating the option. The option is hard to get into, folks. And so if you haven't practiced the option, you can say, well, here's Quentin. Quentin, what's up, man?
Bro, this is wild. I'm like, what are you doing, Sark? Look, I feel like it'll probably be like the rest of our games. We'll blow them out in the second half. But man, the longer you let somebody stick around, I don't like nothing like this, bro.
Yeah, especially with a quarterback who's fast as hell. He runs that option well. Man, he gets to the corner, it's a wrap.
I don't even think it's the misdirection because they send people the other way and the whole defense flow that way and then they come back the other way.
Yeah, and they get lost.
Yep.
Man, I know, man.
I think Quinn running for touchdowns he started to act like every other quarterback that got legs. The first read ain't over, take off running. I said, what you doing, bro?
Especially when it's successful the first play. Right? When it's successful the first play, it's like, I got him. Yeah, nah. Look, defense is gonna catch up.
Go to his legs that
much. Exactly. It's crazy, man. Hopefully in the second half they'll catch on. They've been doing good in the second half this year, a lot better than the previous 2 seasons. So maybe this is what this team is. They're built on defense. Sark plays around the first half, and then in the second half it gets serious. So maybe that's it. Hopefully. But look, I want a full 4 quarters.
You can kind of tell we missed JT, bro. You can tell.
Yeah.
That's his outlet. Like when he starts screaming, that's his outlet. And gun and Helm, he ain't there.
Not yet.
He
Not yet.
holding. He
Yeah, he
down
didn't line
forward.
up right. He was down the field because he
Yeah.
was on the line by mistake and not lined up in the right position. I think he's so used to being tight end number 2 that he didn't realize he was tight end number 1 on this play, and you got to line up in the right spot. It's crazy, man. We're gonna see, man. We'll see.
I
We'll
don't
see.
like this because I don't know if you know, I live in Oklahoma and all these Sooner fans been in my ear all year. We better watch out for Jalen all week.
Yeah, and then Jalen don't play, and then Bean comes and dices us up. So
He is still good though. He's serviceable.
yeah, he's serviceable. Look, we got Quinn Ewers. I mean, it's supposed to be Quinn's a first round draft pick projected, right? So it's like, we got to start winning games because of Quinn at home.
Yeah.
Like at home. He's done it on the road. Look,
Dude,
we seen the
what?
Bama game.
We
Huh?
340 yards to the good. It ain't like we ain't moving the ball.
Yeah, but it's the red zone.
Yeah.
It's the red zone. We get choked up in the red zone. I think Sark's getting too cute in the red zone, man. I think
What's so
they're
bad about this? I don't know if you know the stat. They said that Kansas is 92nd in red
Yeah.
zone defense after you pass the 40, so they be giving it up to everybody.
They give it up to everybody. And then we get into the red zone and we get cute. It's like Brooks ran the ball like crazy, man. Just run the ball. You know what, though? I think this is a game, looking at how Kansas' defense is playing. This is a game I think Jaden Blue would suit really good for this game because his vision is really well. I think he's one of those guys that can get in and do some damage in the second half. Baxter's still trying to learn the game. You can tell.
Baxter, he looks so bad, bro. He looks so horrible.
It's like the game's just trying to slow down for him, and he's going to be good. It's just, he's not at the Brooks level yet, right? And Brooks is different. Brooks is different.
I need him to find another gear. He knew he was about to get caught. I was like, man, we ain't gonna score now.
Yeah, I know.
He wasn't gonna get no tug when he got caught.
That's the first time I saw him get caught from behind this year. Yep. Usually, he's not the fastest, they say, but like I've never seen him get caught from behind.
Kobe Black is fast though. That dude moves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He moves, and he kind of horse caught him too. They didn't want to give him that
he
call.
let go. I seen him let go.
Give me that half of this to the goal line too. Like that might have helped us out a little bit. Yeah, but they didn't call it, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, we need some more run heavy. Like, stop handing the ball off out of a freaking shotgun, man. I don't know if you watched the Colorado game. They did heavy set. They had everybody to the right.
Oh man, believe
handed the ball off.
Believe me. Look, I watched the Colorado game. My cousin plays at Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah, so 14 is my cousin. That's the one who had the hell of a game. Yeah, I was texting his mom the whole game, right? I was like, yeah, man, he's doing it.
We'll talk about that later.
Man, he'd have been nice here at Texas.
What you doing? How you let him get away?
Well, so they're from a little small town called Oil City in Vivian, Louisiana. So it's like down there. But he was committed to go to LSU, and then he decommitted, and he committed to Nebraska, and then he decommitted from there, and then Prime.
Different.
Yeah, man.
He didn't care. He was like, I'm a freshman, and
yeah, he's something else, man. He's something else. Oh, here's just comment. What's Bone saying? Sark seems to be vain. He seems to call plays he wants to work and say, yeah.
Yes.
I agree with that. Is that
I don't care what you running, I'm gonna call it anyway.
Yeah, man. He's like, look, I just trust my players more than yours. And sometimes it's about scheming the right thing open. But let's see what King Kuntz says. We refuse to be great at home this year. Yeah. But Quinn's really good against Alabama and Oklahoma. So I think it's going to be just fine away from home.
He's so worried about scheme. I feel like you just need to get your ball players the ball. Like, screw your scheme. Just scheme it up for – how many catches Worthy got? What, 2?
Yeah, 2. And he had one that was behind the line of scrimmage for a 6-yard loss. And then there one.
Oh, they flying out the secondary on them bubbles.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Don't get cute with them. Don't get cute. Like, don't do it. Once he saw it didn't work the first time, he went back to it, with Keelan on that last drive that Brooks ran for 67 yards. And it's like, why are we getting cute, man? Just stop putting us behind the chains. Look, I actually like this comment here by Craig. Craig goes, Texas is playing not to lose instead of playing to win. I think Texas thinks they have enough talent to beat Kansas and to out-talent Kansas. Yeah. And look, next week we're going to see every trick pulled out in the book next
No,
week.
book.
He has been so
Alabama bag.
he has been vanilla this year. Even the
Mhm.
game against Wyoming, we didn't go deep at all the entire game. We didn't have one pass play over like 15 yards the entire game. We never went deep. Quinn threw short passes, intermediate passes, and we ran the ball. And I'm telling you, he's been very vanilla. Even against Baylor last week, we didn't do anything special. We were so basic. He's basic today. He's running the ball really well, but he's being so basic today because
you know what he hasn't done basic though. He's never just step back, 3-step slant.
Yeah,
like just to get it, like you know what I mean. Everything's complicated.
Exactly. Hey, Paxton says, "Watch Daniels come out in the second half." That would suck. Lean on the run game. Exactly. Randall's saying it right. Lean on that run game, man. Brooks is running his ass off. Baxter's not running bad either, but look, I want to see us run the ball just very effectively. The lucky boo-boo KU touchdown. I mean, look, he still ran 50 yards before he got the ball fumbled, so it is what it is, right?
Field goal. That would have been a field goal if that didn't happen. We could get 3.
Yeah. But, you know, man, look, the damn run defense has to get better too.
Mm-hmm.
Today's run defense has not been what I expected, but you know,
look,
it's an option.
All the misdirection is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
It's like that eye discipline got to be on point.
On point. Red zone is killing us, Andrew. Exactly. Coaching scared. We need to fake and go one time on those screens. Exactly. Who cares about basic is bad execution? Yeah, I can see that. It's still a basic ass offense right now. It's something it's got to get better. Yeah, Sark is looking ahead. These play calls make no sense. That's exactly what I think too. I mean, that's exactly what I think, Quinn. I think he's being so vanilla, right? I mean, I'm not used to seeing this. I'm used to seeing put 30, 40, 50 on them. Just sling it. Just do what LSU did in 2019. They didn't care who they played. They're going to put 60 on you every weekend. You know, just be ruthless.
Every time he calls a play, it takes me back to the Alabama game. He couldn't call a wrong play in the Alabama game. Everything was for the taking.
Yeah. And now it's his play calling today is what it is. We get at home and we get very conservative. I don't know why. We get very conservative. We get in the road and we're loose. A road or like a neutral site, we're loose. We're ready to go.
You're gonna have 50 on them next week.
Yeah, man. But it's like we at home and it's just different, man. I don't get it.
That's horrible. Our biggest games are down the stretches or at home. So we got K-State at home. Who else we got at home?
Do we got K-State at home this year?
Mm-hmm.
We got TCU at TCU.
Yeah, TCU. We go to Iowa State.
Man, I ain't worried about Iowa State.
We got Tech at home.
Yeah, last game.
We got BYU at home.
Yeah, BYU's gonna be a tough one.
Their quarterback is real nice.
He's nice.
Focus or something like that.
Yeah, man, he can ball.
Yeah,
there's one issue Quinn has is looking at players in the flat, holding the ball, then throwing it to the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Hanging the out He'll float it to the freaking flats.
Exactly. Every home game we was sandwiched between big games. That would make some sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Look, it's got to get better. It's got to pick up. It's got to get better, man. We'll be fine. I think we come out in the second half and do our thing. It would have been nice to get some points on the board prior to halftime and then come out in the second half and get a touchdown and kind of just widen this thing. But, you know.
They can't throw, though. They got three receptions, maybe 4.
I don't know. Yeah, 3, maybe 4. And Australia like only down 6 points. So, yeah, that's the sad part. Our defense can't play for the most part. They just can't stop the run today. I just don't get it.
Bean had that first down. I don't know what he was
doing. No. Well, look, go and look at the play one more time. Catalan was coming down, and he saw that, and he just said, I don't want no parts that head on. He bounced to the right, and when he bounced to the right, Barron came and just snacked him up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I think that was it. He saw Catalan coming down and was like, I ain't doing it. And so, look, we got to get better in the second half, folks, man. How much time we got left for the game starts? We're almost there? Nah, we're almost there. We got a little bit more time. Let's see. We need to match their intensity. 10-10, Georgia tied with Auburn. Georgia's going to win that game. Georgia was down 0-10. That's just how Georgia plays this year.
They're on the road, though.
Yeah, but they were down 10-0, and they came back. Now it's tied 10-10. They're going to come back and win the game. Auburn's just not that good of a team. Just do the same thing we did last year. But yeah, let Brooks run the ball. Just give it to him and tell Brooks, I don't care if you're tired or not. You're gonna keep
He
running.
was tired as heck. He put his hand up. They said, "Get your butt back out there."
It's like, get your ass back in the game.
He was doing like this. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, 342 yards for 13 points. Shake my head. Exactly.
God,
man, we got 342 yards.
That's a good 21 spot at the league. We was in there on the 8-yard line twice and didn't score.
Twice. Mm-hmm. And then missed a field goal. You know,
Burn ain't I don't know why he did that.
This isn't the best season for him. As long as he hits the big ones, that's all I care. Hit the big ones. We're coming. We'll see.
Okay, Coach Prime.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, but talking about Coach Prime, I'm happy. I'm happy for them.
That's the best thing, man. That clock management at the end was
horrible. It was garbage.
They were talking about running the ball, the commentators, as he was calling the running play.
Yeah, it was the stupidest thing. You just see what happened in the second half. They started passing the ball, once they put in, 14. My cousin.
Like, where he been at?
He a freshman. He a true freshman.
So they were like, oh, we just gonna throw him out there and we can't do nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, so they were down a lot last week, and he got some run last week. Okay. But like the last couple drives, I think Deion was just throwing everything. He was throwing everything in the kitchen sink just to see what's going to hit, and he played him. So I've been looking at all of his film and stuff from the summertime, and he was killing it. He was mousing Travis a couple times, and he was doing his thing.
They would have won if Travis won. They would have won.
Yeah. If they had Travis's game, they would have won. Or if they would have played my cousin, I think in the first half, he did all that. I'm not just saying
to be biased or nothing.
I'm not being biased, but he had 197 yards on 7 catches and a touchdown in the second half.
That's wild. Like, that tiptoe on the sideline, I was like, those picture perfect toes.
Yeah, man, he's different. He's different. He's different. Yeah, man. So we'll see. Let's see. Play call doesn't mean sense going into the half. Call a timeout and get the right play call. Exactly. I'm worried about JT Sanders, man. Like, what's?
Yeah, he said it's an ankle something.
If it's ankle, it's probably a high. Ooh, I just hope it's not high.
He was running. But he had a little giddy up. So
yeah. Hopefully,
just wait till next week.
Yeah, hopefully everything's good because Texas is gonna definitely need him next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna need JT next week. He's some argue the second best tight end in college football. I like Brock Bowers, but I know Brock is a different animal as well. Let's just say I got family members and I got friends that are agents, and they were saying a guy like JT has a lot higher upside. Right, so it's going to be interesting.
Like maxed out.
Yeah, and people talk about the Brock and his his speed and taking the reverses and taking them 60 yards. But he's doing that against Middle Tennessee State. I ain't never seen him do it again. LSU. I mean, I'm not hating on him. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be a top 10 pick in the draft. But I think JT is going to be outstanding as well too. He just has just perfect body placement. He's just physical too. He's physical. He's a beast. Yeah. Brock's consistent though. Brock's farther along because he's been playing tight end his whole life. So. JT's just still kind of learning the game, which is crazy because he's scratching the surface of what he can do. All right,
JT is blocking is optional for him. if we block every play downfield like it's supposed to, I see so many blocks from dudes or weaving through the secondary. I'm like, miss block. You know who don't miss blocks? Xavier and Jordan. They don't.
No, Xavier. Yeah, I tell you who needs to be in the room with Xavier and Jordan, and that's Adonai. He's got to do better on the blocking, man. Yeah. But hey, this is his game, though. This is why you bring him in because what's he at 5 catches now for about 7 or 8? 75 yards, something like that. He's balling today.
I watched that BYU Kansas game, and they secondary ain't that good. Like them corners could get had on the just blowing. You know what I mean? We ain't deep yet.
Yeah, not yet. I think Sark might be holding it for the second half. Who knows? I'm telling you, man, he's so vanilla these past couple weeks, and I don't get it. I just don't understand. But I do kind of get it. He's kind of. I think he knows he can beat Kansas. Let's knock on wood. I think he knows he can beat Kansas with a normal game plan. I think next week is the one where he wants to murder people next week. he wants to put it on people. And I think we're going to see the best play calling, but I think he's trying to hide some stuff. But look, next year ain't gonna be no hiding nothing next year when you're going against Bama, then Georgia, then LSU, then A&M, then Arkansas. Ain't no hiding nothing. You got to bring it out there. But hey, man, it is time for the game to come back on. But hey, Quinn, man, appreciate dialing in, bro.
I'll catch you after the game.
Yeah, man.
See you, buddy.
Later.